What's up, everybody? It's Corey checking in. Hope you guys are having a great day. So today we're just going to go over hip external rotation. I'm going to show you how to assess where your current active range is and how we can actually create more workspace there, okay? This is for the people that don't have the time for the whole kin stretch class and you just want like 5 to 15 minutes here. Give yourself that quick little, get up from the computer desk, been sitting all damn day. Got to give your body a little bit of love, all right? A little goes a long way. If you really want to learn about that, compound effect, Dan Hardy wrote a great book on that, all right? So just creating nice habits. Same with Atomic Habits, it's a great book as well. But the more you input input into your body, the greater return it's going to give you, okay? For today, you just probably need a yoga block, if that, all right? All you need is yourself, a yoga block, maybe a yoga mat for a soft surface. Nothing too crazy, all right? So first I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I would assess where your external rotation is. Okay, so first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna lay on your back here. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring, in my case today, I'm gonna go ahead and, actually I'm gonna work on my left. So I want you to bring that knee into 90 degrees here. Now I want you to keep that knee, pretend there's a rotisserie here from your knee down to your butt and through to the ground, okay? So now it shouldn't move sideways, shouldn't move forward or down. All it's gonna do is it's gonna rotate. And in this case, we're gonna check in and we're gonna see where our external rotation is. For me, that's about right there. That's my active external rotation for today, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn sideways. I'm gonna show you exactly what's gonna happen from there. All right, so check in with your external rotation and then stay where you're at. What I want you to do after that is I want you to go ahead and bring that knee, that opposite leg, take that knee underneath that ankle there and kind of pull that heel as close to your butt as possible, okay? So from here, if you don't feel a stretch and you feel like that's not enough for you, because again, there's usually a discrepancy between passive and active. So passive would mean how far can I passively pull this? And as you can see, I have about almost freaking quite a lot more range than I do actively to passive, okay? So I'm gonna find my end range passive and now I have a nice stretch on the bottom side of my butt. So to keep that stretch nice, I'm gonna go ahead and place this yoga block underneath my foot. You may or may not need it for yourself, okay? Now, the second thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna use this hand and I'm gonna start to push that knee down to give me an extra stretch. May not be necessary for you, but I found benefit because when we start to do pails and rails here, a lot of times this knee is gonna wanna pull up towards your chest here, and I don't want that to happen for the sake of this, okay? So for today's pails and rails, right now we're working external rotation. So for pails, I want you to imagine you're trying to rotate the ankle and the knee and the shin into the knee, okay? Into this opposite knee. In my case, it's my left leg into my right knee, all right? Your rails is going to be the complete opposite. I want you to imagine that your ankle and leg is on a scale underneath this knee here, and right now this foot is weighing about 1 pound, okay? So for pails, or the side where we're gonna internally rotate that ankle to the other side, like kind of towards the camera right now, I want you to imagine you're building up from 1 pound to 10, okay? So by the time we're at 100%, you're at about 10 pounds of pressure, all right? Now, when you do rails, which is what we're doing to create more workspace here in our external rotation or our capsular stuff here, all you're doing is remembering that this foot weighs 1 pound. So when we do rails, I want you to try to get back down to 1 pound and then work your way to get as light as you can on the scale. So 0.9, 0.8, 0.7, it should be teetering. Shouldn't actually be able to lift this foot off of the knee per se, otherwise you're not in your very end range. And remember, we're trying to create more range here, so you got to make sure you're in your end range. All right, so now I think that imagine that the 2 minutes have passed by, and again, if you haven't done your cars, do your cars before this, all right, and then come back. Now, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a nice big breath in. I'm gonna pack that air, right? So I'm gonna start to drive that foot down. I'm gonna start to make some tension in the rest of my body. Now I'm gonna actively start to rotate this foot against the knee, trying to rotate it internally back the other way. 20%. Now I'm gonna start to build up pressure and tension to 40%, or turning up that volume all the way to 100. Working our way to 10 pounds of pressure on the scale. Work your way to 60. Ooh, Ooh, starting to feel that tension in there. Make sure the rest of the body matches at 60. Now 80. Give me your safest, but your greatest max effort. As much pressure as you can into that knee. Oh, this is fun. Oh, baby, this is great. Oh, man. Feeling all that hip stuff, all that glute stuff, all the leg stuff. Squeeze and hold that for 5 more seconds. Hold that for 4 more seconds. Hold that for 3. Hold that for 2. Hold that for 1. Now here's the rails part. Not changing anything, but instead of driving into the knee, I'm trying to lift off the knee, trying to get as light as possible. Feeling that inside groin stuff light up, feeling that opposite side hip stuff talk to you. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Trying to get super light. If I were to here, hold my foot, oh man, it's light. It's not pushing into that knee, it's trying to lift off it. Oh yeah, hold that for 5. Oh man, hold that for 4. You got this. Hold that for 3, 2, slowly relax. I want you to see if you can scoot your heel in a little bit closer to your butt. If your body grants you a little bit more range, go ahead and allow that. Then what I really want you to do here is just give me some recovery breaths here. Again, you sit here for about another minute, allowing your body to recover, calming it down, relaxing. Then I want you to rinse and repeat and do it again for 1 more time. All right. Then what you can do is you can work into liftoffs and some passive range holds. Okay. So if you've not taken a kin stretch class, basically a liftoff would be trying to scoop myself out of range and actually lifting and rotating that heel off of the knee. If you have, you know what that means. And holds are more along the lines of where I would pull this all the way up as far as I can go with my knee, and I want to pretend like I'm trying to lift, not pretend, I'm actually going to attempt to lift this foot off of the knee, and I'm going to try to keep that in that same position, and I'm going to hold it here for 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. You would do that a few sets for you, whatever you feel like you can handle in the moment. Now, I'm going to let you know how this is benefiting me is, honestly, I used to always be able to sit in this figure 4 position as a male on my right side, no problem. But I've had a foreign object in this knee for quite some time, and so I've struggled with that. And I used to have discomfort and feel like this knee didn't want to have it. Now, how that's benefited me is it's given me this. I've been able to sit here with no discomfort, nothing. Not only that, I get a little bit of, I'm not pain, no more pain. Don't get the wonky knee feeling, the weird stuff. So yeah, hope this helps and hope you give it a try and let me know what you think. Have a great day, y'all. Take care.